soldiers trudged down a road in a strange country. They were trying to get home from the wars. Besides being tired, they were hungry. In fact, they had eaten nothing for 2 days.
Oh, how I would like a good dinner tonight. Anything would do. Just anything.
Ah, and a bed to sleep in, and a nice dream to dream.
But that is all impossible. We must march on. Don't dream while you're awake.
On they marched. Suddenly, ahead of them, they saw the lights of a village.
Maybe we'll find a bite to eat there, or more.
And a loft to sleep in, and dream.
Yes, maybe we can try here. No harm in asking.
Now the peasants of that place were afraid of strangers. When they heard that 3 soldiers were coming down the road, they talked among themselves.
Look, soldiers! Oh no, soldiers! These soldiers are always hungry and we have barely enough for ourselves. Yeah, they always eat up all our food.
The people hurried to hide their food in various places.
Sacks of grain we hid under the hay in the haylofts. Buckets of milk drowned the wells. We spread old quilts over bins of root vegetables, cabbages and potatoes under the beds, meat in the cellars. We have hidden all our food.
Then the soldiers arrived at the said village and called out to the villagers.
Good evening, good people.
Could you spare a bit of food for 3 hungry soldiers?
We have not eaten for 2 days and are famished now.
Oh, that's sad, but we can't help you. We have had no food for ourselves for 3 days. It's been a very poor harvest this year. Yeah, very poor harvest.
Have you somewhere we might sleep for one night?
Oh no, our beds are full. No place we can spare. Yeah, no place to spare.
The soldiers went from door to door. Not one family had a morsel to give away.
It had been a very poor harvest. All the grain must be kept for seed or feed the livestock.
One family had a sick father to care for. Others had too many mouths to feed.
What shall we do?
Yeah, what
We
shall
will starve this way.
Wait, I have an idea.
Good people.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna take away all our food? I think so too.
We are 3 hungry soldiers in a strange land. We have asked you for food, and you say you haven't enough food to share.
But you have one thing in abundance, and that's too much of stones.
So the only thing to do is
To make the most magical
And ever so rare stone soup.
Stone soup? I have never heard of such a thing. What? How? You can't make soup from stones.
we can show you how.
first we need a large pot.
The biggest you can find.
I know where to find one.
That's none too large.
But it will have to do.
Now we need water to fill it and a fire to heat it.
It took many buckets of water to fill the pot. A fire was built on the village square and the pot was set to boil.
And now, if you please, we need 3 round, smooth stones.
Those will be easy enough to find.
The peasant's eyes grew large and round as they watched the stones drop into the pot.
Any soup needs salt and pepper.
Where to get some?
Stones like these generally make good soup.
But oh, if they were carrots, it would be much better.
Why? I think I might have an old carrot or two. She came back with her apron full of carrots from the bin beneath her red quilt.
A good stone soup should have cabbage.
But there's no use asking in what you don't have. The harvest was poor, remember?
I think I can find a cabbage somewhere. But she came back with 3 cabbages from under her bed.
Now, if we only had a... But no.
What if we only had a what?
That's quite we can't get that. That's quite impossible. Oh well. Yeah, let's tell them it's impossible.
No, it's no use. That's just not possible.
What? Tell us.
We were just thinking.
What?
Well, if we only had a bit of chicken.
And a few potatoes.
And a little barley.
And just a cup of milk, this soup would be
Good enough for a rich man's table.
In fact, the king requested such a soup when last he dined with us.
But it's no use asking what you don't have.
You dined with the king? Oh my! The soldiers had entertained the king, and today they had made a rich man's soup, all from a few stones. It must be magic!
The peasants bought their barley from the loft. They brought their buckets of milk up from the well. The soldiers stirred up the barley and milk into the steaming broth while the peasants stared wide-eyed, totally disbelieving. At last, the soup was ready.
Hooray!
All of you shall taste. There's enough for everyone.
But first, a table must be set. Great tables were placed in the square, and all around torches were lit.
Such a soup! How good it smells! Truly fit for a king. With such a soup, we need some bread and a roast and cider.
Soon, a banquet was spread, and everyone sat down to eat. It indeed looked like a king's feast.
Never had there been such a feast. Never had the peasants tasted such a soup.
And what do you think? Made from stones.
They ate and drank and ate. And after that they danced. They danced far into the night. At last they were tired.
What a day it has been.
Is there not a loft where we could sleep?
How can we let three such wise and splendid gentlemen sleep in a hayloft? They must have the best beds in the village.
So the first soldier slept.
In the priest's house. The second soldier slept.
At the baker's house. And the third soldier slept
In the mayor's house.
in the morning. The whole village gathered at the square to give them a send off.
We shall never go hungry now. Now that we know how to make soup from stones. Many thanks for what you have taught us.
Oh, it's all in knowing how. It's no big deal, really.
And off they went down the road with their stomachs full and happy hearts.
Such men don't grow on every tree. What a rare breed. We don't find such soldiers anymore, anywhere. Their stone soup will keep us alive.